right, we back. We back. It's your boy Clips the General. You already know what time it is. I'm reacting to a video from Anton Daniels, and it's pretty much talking about, you know what I'm saying, hoes, not want to be hoes no more, want to be wives and all that type of shit. But I don't know. Let's see what they talking about.
I don't expect for Sierra to be any different than what Sierra is being, right? She's playing her cards right. She's not supposed to say anything negative about him. Of course, she's going to defend him and say he's an awesome guy. She's supposed to. I think that she's playing it exactly the way that she's supposed to play it. But that is why people look at him like that, because he's a bad example of how you're supposed to move as a guy that has that level of greatness about among him as a man, as an individual.
I applaud him for showing this woman grace, forgiveness, unearned favor, as it speaks in the Bible, sir.
I don't believe that you even believe
unearned favor being the key word means you don't deserve it.
I don't believe you even believe what you're saying right now.
Ephesians, Titus, Corinthians, Colossians speaks of it all throughout the Bible.
Maybe he liked the fact that she was a mom and he could see how she parented before he squirted his babies in her.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't like when Molly speaks. I really don't. I don't like when she talks. I really don't. I don't know why. I just don't like when she talks. She be saying a lot of bullshit.
We all know.
You know what? I wouldn't call a man lame for. So we dog the Black community out for having these single parent households and men not taking care of children and all these other things. And so when a man comes in and he's like, I'm going to make a family of this situation and I'm going to do it right, I can't call that lame. She was in her 20s when she was with Future and had his baby. People make mistakes, and maybe she doesn't even see it as a mistake at this point. Maybe she's just grown, changed, and evolved, and maybe they are now compatible in the way that they wouldn't have been, and that happens. People meet in high school and they don't get together until maybe 40 or 50 or whatever, because they had to go through whatever it is they had to go through to bring them to each other. And so for this man to say, well, and I'm going back to what he said about the inner city guys are having babies all over the place and not taking care of them. And that's why they're not going to hang with Russell Wilson. So we're going to call him lame for taking on responsibility. I mean, who cares about these inner city men who have no money, who are standing on the corners and not taking care of their children? Call me lame. I don't like. That's
because weird. you would never advise your son to do it if you had a son. If you
that nigga talking.
If you were to be raising your son, right? Assuming that you would have a son or not, or whatever. I don't know what your situation is. If you were to be raising a child, you would never advocate for him to do what Russell Wilson did. If you had a Russell Wilson that you had, and he was like, you know what, Mom, I'm thinking about getting with this girl, and she used to date rappers, and she also had a kid by a rapper named Future, and she also was dating 50 Cent and Bow Wow and the industry or whatever. But you know what? I think I can make an honest woman of her. Would you roll with that?
I would have to meet her. I don't judge people based on.
Shut up, bitch.
She lying. She fucking lying. She fucking lying. She is lying. She ain't saying that shit just to fucking save face up here. She fucking lying.
What they did yesterday, I'm not saying that that's like, what is your character looking like?
Interesting.
Today?
I think most people, when you ask them that question, they wouldn't just say no. They would tell them all of the bad shit that comes along with it, and can you handle it? And what kind of woman is she? They wouldn't just say, don't do this.
I would tell my son not to do it, but I definitely wouldn't be like, at the end of the day, I would understand that it's his decision.
and took me to church immediately, and she would have had all of the prayer warriors praying over me and for my mind. She would say, I didn't raise you this way. What is wrong with you? And sit your butt down and know you're not doing this. Listen, my mom was more adamant. You know how most moms be like, don't you bring no white girl into this house when you was raised up. My mom was
My mama never said that. My daddy said it, but my mother never said it. My father, 100%. My father 100% did tell me that. My mother never said it though.
On that, with regard to, you know, bringing a woman that already had children. Don't you bring no woman that already got kids into this house. My mom wasn't playing that shit. She knew better. And so I don't get it. Like, why do the best men have to take on the most broken women?
They don't have to.
How come
they choose
because
to.
we don't advocate for great women. We don't, because there are some awesome great women that make smart decisions. We don't advocate for great women to take on dusty men. Y'all never do that. You would never say take on an unequally yoked man that just is dusty as fuck and got to get his life together.
You can't bring up Bible stuff and ignore grace in the Bible.
I'm sorry. I know you want to cape for the women tonight, so give me a second. I know you on women's side. We don't advocate for women that are in a phenomenal position to ever go with a dude that ain't got nothing going for himself.
He ain't fucking lying. He is not lying. He is not lying. If you know a woman, she's doing well for herself, you know what I'm saying? She got some shit going, she ain't got no kids and all of that type of shit. You normally push her away from a dude that has a kid or a dude that you know is not really about shit. He ain't doing shit. He outside in the street, he doing a bunch of bullshit. Those type of men are not pushed on women that are doing outstanding. But when you reverse it, a nigga that is doing well in life, he ain't got no kids, he's fucking financially, you know what I'm saying, well off, and he got some shit established. For some reason, he gets looked down upon if he doesn't want to deal with a woman that has children and all this baggage and all this other shit going on. Fuck, are we like? What are we talking about? What are we really talking about here? Shit is crazy.
Ever in any capacity.
Sierra,
but we advocate for the greatest men. We advocate for the great. Let's be clear. Sierra was nowhere close to even being measurable to a Russell Wilson. We talking about a guy that had hundreds of millions of dollars in a contract, got a square fucking jaw, looked like goddamn Superman.
What?
And was leading his goddamn team to the Super Bowl.
Okay, but he didn't find this girl in the Indies with 6 kids. Like, we're not going to say she had nothing going for herself because that's not true.
No, we don't tell women to do that. That's a fact. But when you tell men not to do it, like we talked about before, you were like, well, some people like toxicity. But something in Russell Wilson likes whatever that is in Sierra. I think it's off?
He wanted her,
but they like it. When we sat up here and talked about, I forget that girl's name, but the one that does the running. When we talked about her, like that guy shouldn't be dealing with her either. But yet people advocated for it. Oh, she's a young girl, yada 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 yada. At the end of the day, some people like certain toxic things. You can't get them away from it.
I mean, and to be clear,
I think that guys should be able to. Guys should date whoever they want. All right, so I don't really
whoever they want.
Let's be clear. Him rocking with her has no bearing on me. All right, I'm having this conversation because it was brought up from a popular culture perspective. But let's be very, 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 very clear. I would never advocate for somebody to do something I wouldn't do myself. That's number one.
Facts.
And number two, I think that the cultural standards and the norms, when we have these type of conversations, it more or less shows the disingenuous nature of women more than it does speak to Russell Wilson, right?
That is another thing that is a fact. That is a fact. Other than this chick, even though I don't believe her, besides her, if you listen to a woman speak, right? And she telling you, oh, a man got to do this, a man got to do this, a man got to do that. He got to have this, he got to have that, he got to have this, he got to have that, blah, blah, fucking blah, 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 fucking blah. And when you flip it on them, like, okay, if you had a son, would you tell your son to deal with a woman like that? They instantly, hell no, hell no, hell no. But you expect somebody else's son to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we really talking about here? Like, what are we really talking about? Stop the bullshit.
Dudes is gonna simp no matter what. You're never gonna stop that. It's been happening since the beginning of time.
True.
I would never die on that hill. So, but at the same time, it really just shows the nature of women in that they don't see anything wrong with having a fucked up life and then having and thinking that they still deserve. All women, fat, skinny, big, tall, 70,000 kids, it doesn't matter. They all believe that they deserve a good man, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's so disingenuous a lot of times when we had these conversations, because I don't think that people being realistic. People know that they don't deserve it, but they will take him anyway, even knowing that they will slow him down. They know that it's a woman that will be better for him, but they will still take him anyway, just because. And that's the nature of women. It's just
You saying that women think that they
Hold up. I need to drop a bomb for that. Because let's keep it all the way a stack here, right? Let's keep it all the way a stack. What he said, I believe there's truth to it to an extent. To the extent of women, a lot of women that feel, I don't believe there's a woman out here that feels that they don't deserve a good man. I don't believe they exist. I believe that they believe whatever they put in their mind, they believe that shit. They don't believe, oh, I'm gonna slow him down. They don't believe, oh, he's too good for. I don't believe there's a woman out here that believes that shit. That's just me personally. Could I be wrong? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? I just don't fucking believe it. You dig what I'm saying? So what he said is true to an extent. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe there's a woman out here that truly believes somebody is like a man is out of her league or that's too good for her or some shit like that. These chicks be tripping.
They deserve something that they don't. You're saying like, oh, well, we don't tell women to deal with the dusties and so on and so forth, but you do just by default by saying, okay, well, all of you don't deserve this man. Well, the ones with kids, you don't deserve this man. The ones that are overweight, you don't deserve this man. The one who want men with money, you don't deserve that man. So yeah, you kind of are telling them you need to settle for whatever's at the bottom. Reach down there.
What I'm telling women is
somebody out.
What I'm telling women is that none of them do a self-assessment of who they deserve. You still talking about it from, well, these are the type of men that's available. I don't ever hear women having a conversation about whether or not they actually deserve what it is that they feel like they want. Anybody can have preferences, but see, again, and I said it before, men know what they qualify for. They know what they qualify for. You know what happens when a guy go through divorce? You know what be in that nigga comments? If you go through any video on TikTok or Instagram and see a guy talking about how a chick left him. You know what the comments will say?
Good for her.
See you in the gym, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Time to go into monk mode and get your money up.
He ain't lying.
That's what. See you in the gym, bro. Ha ha. Meet you at the gym. Time to level up. You know what women say? Oh, he never deserved you anyway.
Yep.
No, because if you say anything, we had this conversation before. If you say anything different, you are against women. You are a pick me. You're not being supportive. Yada 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 yada. So you can't actually even do that.
Yeah, but we also.
Why the fuck does that matter? Why do you care what the rest of society is going to deem you? If you're speaking the truth, you're speaking the truth. Like, why the fuck does that matter? Oh no, we can't say that because they're gonna call us pick me. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That's the shit I don't understand about some people. Like, who gives a fuck what they call you? If you're talking the truth, you're talking the truth. Who gives a flying fuck what the rest of the world got to say? What are we talking about?
had the conversation where we said when women get divorced, the first thing they do is go to the gym and get right. So are they not doing what the men are doing, or this is a different conversation, so it doesn't apply?
No. Guys go to the gym as a coping mechanism to get themselves together. Women go to the gym so that they can make themselves available to the next man. It's a difference.
Who cares why you're there? You're still there.
Reasons matter, Kim. Absolutely, the reason why you do something matters.
The reason matter why you snap?
Because you got to remember, the reason why she broke up with him in the first place is so that she can go and get with another guy. A guy is getting into the gym in order to get over who it is that broke up with him in the first place. The reasons absolutely matter.
That's not necessarily true. The number one reason a woman gets divorced is because of infidelity.
No, it's not true. The number one reason why a woman get divorced is because of money. The number one reason for divorce is finance. That's a fact.
It's always been finances.
So then it's not to go get with some other guy.
Okay, Kim. All right.
She's just saying shit.
It's another guy that got more money.
But I feel like if people are gonna,
because they get cheated on,
what?
Women leave because the money ain't right.
What men do what?
Women don't leave because of infidelity. Women leave. Women stay with men that have money that cheat on them.
Fact.
Yeah.
Fact.
so if Russell Wilson is lame, I think that's a conversation that should be had amongst men. I don't know why Sierra gets brought into it. If like, how is it her fault? That's kind of what I don't understand.
She played it right. No.
She wins, he loses.
Listen, ladies, if y'all can.
But I don't understand why men care so much, though.
Oh yeah.
No. I don't think that we care so much. Is that in the context of the conversation? We got to tell the truth. Like I said, him getting with her, it don't make me no difference one way or another. A sucker is gonna be a sucker, a simp is gonna be a simp, and somebody gonna pick her up 100 times out of 100.
Thanks.
The problem that I have is that when we start to have these conversations, when it comes to, the truth on making sure that we pair people right, keep families together, all of this stuff. The problem with this is that it sets a bad precedent because every woman is not going to be able to do what Sierra did.
Thanks.
Women are literally, come on, Molly. We know women following Sierra's footsteps with the Sierra prayer. They made it, they branded it the Sierra prayer. Send me a Russell Wilson. And I was thinking,
but them are the stupid lame women that we talked about before.
But that's what I'm saying. They think that they can get to Russell Wilson.
But I don't think Sierra was looking for Russell. I think he was more so looking for her, from my understanding of before they even got into a relationship, because it sounded like she was kind of trying to.
Hey, Molly, do me a favor.
Shut up, bitch.
I really don't like when she talk. I think we don't give a fuck what you think. Shut up.
Spin him. Like, she kind of wasn't all that interested in the beginning. He won her over,
which is why they call him a lame. That is the exact reason why they call him a lame, is because she had no interest in this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's my exact point. Why they call him a lame is because when she tell the story and when he tell the story, she wasn't interested in that nigga. She looked at him as a friend zone. That's the point.
I don't think that's uncommon, though. We were just saying the other day that most women don't like most men. So all these women are being won over somehow. It's not like everybody's out there being interested in the man that they end up with.
I think, Kim, I think a lot of the times, and we talked about this before, a lot of times men don't want to hear the truth about women. And a lot of women don't like men like that. Like, it's something.
All right, yeah. All right. They bugging. I'm just I'm in that shit right there, because that's I don't understand. I don't understand some women who I really don't. But my thoughts on the whole conversation, right? Do I think Russell Wilson is a lame? I don't really give a fuck. I don't. My whole thing is, I agree with Anton in the aspect of situations like this. They set a precedent to make others believe that this could potentially be them. And I'm talking about like the lowest of the low. You know what I'm saying? Like shorty that used to get trains and shit ran on her and all that. It makes her believe that this shit can happen. Like, nah, fam. Like, no. The only way that shit, you gotta leave the state, whatever state you was born in, or the shit happened, you gotta go start over somewhere else where nobody fucking knows you. You gotta like delete all your social media and shit, like that type of, like you gotta start completely over. You feel what I'm saying? So it's wild because, and this is why a lot of men, right? A lot of men are starting to wake up, and a lot of men are starting to fall into the space of, if you don't like me, I'm not gonna fucking pursue you. If I approach you initially and I get the sense or I get the feel that you don't like me or you're not attracted to me and you want me to chase, fuck no. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like men are falling into a space where I'm gonna go where I feel like there's reciprocation. It's like, okay, I show that I'm interested in her and she's showing that she's interested in me. You dig what I'm saying? All that fighting yourself out the friend zone. First of all, I've never done that. I'm not fighting my way out of shit. You ain't fucking with me like that? All right, cool. No problem. I'm cool with that. Like, I have no problem with somebody, oh no, I only see you as a friend. Say less. You saved me the fucking headache of doing all the mental gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my little 2 cents on it. You feel what I'm saying? But before y'all go, you already know, I'm gonna need you to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit, man. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.